Good morning, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are joining from us from. Welcome to Itchy Painty, the miniature painting live stream program by Resident Evil fans for Resident Evil fans, at least on most days. My name is Burger, aka Itchy, and joining me as always is my beloved dear friend James, aka Tainty, aka the coolest person I know. Friend, how are you?
I'm good. As I was saying before the stream, I'm running on idle. We're just cruising
We
at the
we
moment.
we just existing quietly.
Yeah. So might be a little bit of a quiet one today. James has had a very busy weekend.
Low energy, like chill vibes.
Yeah, lo-fi. Where's that girl when you need her?
Right. Let's listen to
Have
some.
you seen the lore
Gosh,
with her recently, by the way?
there's lore.
Yeah. There's lore with that lo-fi girl.
Is there? What's the
Yeah.
lore?
So recently, you know how she's got like that 24-hour stream of lo-fi chill
Yeah.
beats and stuff. And she's sitting there and she's like studying or whatever. Or drawing. Well, yeah, every now and again, like whoever's in control of the channel will do something weird, like they will change something about the background, right? And
Mm.
it'll be very, very small and minute, right? But
Right.
recently they've changed things where um for like a subliminal messaging kind of deal,
Okay.
like it switches to an inverse and it's like the walls have like graffiti on them, like with Cthulhu shit and stuff, eldritch writing and stuff,
Wow.
like, and it yeah, and then it will switch back to her just, she
Vibing.
will look at the camera and go, huh, and then go back to her like
Studying.
yeah, it's like very, very cool.
I'll have to look into that. I wasn't aware of the meme happening.
Yeah, yeah. Look up lo-fi girl lore. Should pop up. That's what we're doing today.
Junk drawer episode. I'll be painting. Starting off with priming and potentially even painting Alucard from that Castlevania statue I've been working on for a while. His head.
Head. Two minds about what paint to use. Grab you. And you and you.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Curious.
Curiouser
I
and
wouldn't. I
curiouser.
don't know if is appropriate here, but something certainly is
Er.
curious.
Yeah. What's so curious?
I'm just tightening up my nozzle on my airbrush.
Why so
And
curious?
why am I so curious? It's a good question. I don't have to answer it.
Deep question.
Beautiful.
Very deep. Very beautiful. Okay.
Why so serious?
Yeah.
It's a good meme from that movie.
I watched Tenet recently. Have you seen that?
No, it's funny. I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and we've been watching some movies lately.
Yeah.
And we passed on watching Tenet, and instead watched The Green Knight.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, I've heard it's bad. The Green Knight is not bad. It's quite good actually.
Yeah, Green Knight's great. No, like, I can't say whether Tenet is good or bad. I just didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I've heard the least of his films.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I was trying to follow it, and then it got to a point where I was like, no, I don't, I don't know what's happening here. I don't even want to guess what's happening here. I had to look up an article afterwards saying, you know, what the deal was,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
like a
still
time
didn't.
travel movie, right?
Kinda, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I was told that if you wanted to watch a good time travel movie and you didn't like Tenet, to check out Looper
Oh yeah, with Bruce Willis and
and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah,
yeah, that is a good
it is a
show.
good one. I have seen it, so I can confirm that Looper is actually pretty good. We had a lot of fun watching The Green Knight. Though, what a cool movie. Just beyond the fact
It's
that it's like technically impressive.
yeah, it's a nice movie to just sit back and relax
Oh fuck!
because it's doesn't really it doesn't like what's the word?
Bang you over the
Uh,
head with itself.
yeah, like especially not like Tenet, but like like yeah, you know what's happening. You know the premise. Also, Magos Purple sucks ass.
It's one of the worst colors that they make.
Jesus Christ! Can you just stick to the model? Thank you. I fucking primed you 3 times. There we go. Good job. Um, but yeah, it's a good watch. Definitely recommend. I tried to watch. Netflix's stuff is just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
I just can't believe the quality of the shows. Like I tried to watch Heart of Stone recently
Mm-hmm.
with Wonder Woman Gal Gadot,
Yeah, which
and
I've heard was bad independently of.
oh my god, it's so bad. It's like it started over okay, but because there's always a thing with Netflix stuff, like it kind of shoots you with a lot of production right at the beginning, and it's very cool, right? But then immediately you'll see cracks. Like immediately you'll
Like,
start to
yeah,
see
there's a lot
cracks.
of money thrown at it, but like maybe not
Yeah,
always in the right way.
yeah, exactly. Just yeah. So right now I am watching One Piece at the moment,
How is
and I
it?
am
I've heard it's good.
I'm enjoying it. I've not really got into the anime because it's a stress
Trigger.
inducing.
It's a trigger point for you. Yeah.
There's that too, but it's also because it's so long.
It's massive. Yeah.
It's over 1,000 episodes, and it's like, and
It's
that's
closer
just
to
the
like
anime,
1,500 now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
and it's yeah. So that's like a huge investment, but yeah, what's happening so far? It's cool. It doesn't shy away from adult themes either, which is kind of what I was scared of because it's like it didn't really make sense if they were still trying to make it a children's show because the people that have grown up with One Piece, I feel like, are actual grown adults now. So
Right. It's not supposed to be a kids show at this point.
yeah, um,
It's fan service, and it's nice that when you know your audience, and they do.
yeah,
They did a great job of targeting their target audience.
yeah, they did, they
The
did.
fact that the owner, the guy who wrote the manga, signed off on it is a big deal too.
Yeah, I like that Avatar one. Was made. Didn't the lead writer just leave production or something?
Yeah, I don't recall, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fun. Like I feel I've watched like 4 or 5 episodes of the anime,
Hmm.
and from the people I've seen so far from the anime, watching them in the live action, they do very well in their portrayal. Especially Luffy.
Hmm.
Luffy stand out. He's very good.
Yeah, Sholo, right? Is that who plays
I'm not
Luffy?
sure on the actor's name,
No.
but yeah, that's the name to
He
say.
does. He definitely looks very good in the costume.
Yeah, he even so there's like a way that Luffy carries himself, where like kind of like his arms are always ahead of him,
Hmm.
and yeah, the what's his name, Jolo.
I
Is it?
don't know if that's the actor who plays it. Sholo is the actor from. He's in that show that Choji likes a lot. God, it's the sequel to that movie from the '80s. Oh, jeez, it's got the poet William Zabka in it.
Oh man, I don't know.
Oh shit! Where's Shoji at?
Where's Shoji? Where's our one
Where's
and only
Choji?
fan?
Where's our fan? He's not. He's not here to answer this question.
Damn it!
Nobody will know what
Nobody ever know.
Netflix show based on a popular movie from the '80s starring Sir William Zabka has another character named who's played by an actor named Sholo, who's also on several episodes of Game Nights. We'll never know. We'll never
We'll
know
never
which show
know.
that is. Inkai.
Soju watched the plot of
I
this.
absolutely know that it's Cobra Kai. That's right. I'm just being facetious.
Oh, Cobra Kai.
It's Cobra
Oh,
Kai.
God. Yeah, let me pick up on that one.
Metro's now our fan.
Hey, Netro, one and only fan. Welcome. Inaki Godoy? Is that the guy that...
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and
I know
the guy that played...
you're a big fan of the source material, Metro. What are your thoughts on the program?
I really like Zoro as well.
How many episodes of the new show have you watched?
5 or 6?
How many? Is the whole thing out now, or is they doing?
It's that season. Yeah, the whole season's out, yeah.
Okay, so you're about halfway through.
I guess I don't tend to look at how many episodes there are because I like to be
just enjoy the ride.
Yeah. But I would say, like, out of everything that I've watched of Netflix's recently, it's been the thing I've enjoyed the most.
Yeah, like a lot of times you'll see Netflix products, they'll throw a lot of money at like big production value, big names, and then like slack off elsewhere. And then be like, why is the show canceled? And everyone's like, well, you didn't watch it. But I loved it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, obviously, you didn't love it that much because you didn't watch the show.
I'm not a fan of the series itself. It was always off-putting to me, but the live action fixed a lot of my problems. There's still some issues in there. Like I watched an episode where they fight Kuro, the cat pirate, and no, wait, no, it wasn't that. It was Zoro's. Is it Zoro?
Yeah, Zoro.
Roronoa, yeah. Going into his past, and like there was a phrase said, and I think they've delivered it like it was supposed to like tug at my heartstrings, but I just felt like, what, in 2023? And it was like, I'm a woman, and when you get older, you're gonna be stronger than me and smarter than me than a woman. And I'm like, fuck off. That's problematic.
Really? So that's actually in the program?
Oh yeah.
Is that like? I wonder if that's because it was like a key moment for that character.
I guess. I mean, I haven't seen that in the anime or anything. I haven't got that far. I don't think, but it might be a key moment. Maybe it gets built on later on. Maybe. Maybe he misrepresented it in his flashback, but yeah, essentially he was like, Zoro wants to be the strongest swordsman that ever lived, and I don't know who he was training with, but he's trained from a very young age, and there was someone else in the class who was better than him, and it was a little girl, because they were all children, and she was better than anybody else with a sword, right? And he was getting jealous of it. They had a fight, then she kicked his ass, and then he's like, getting mad about it, and then she says, I'm a woman, so in a few years' time, you're going to be better than me, because I'm a woman, you're a man, so you're going to get strong, I'm going to get weak. It was really weird to hear from a kid's mouth as well, because they're like, I think they were meant to be like 10 to 12 years old or something. Yeah, a bit too forced, and also not correct. A sword is a sword. Like, it's like putting a gun into somebody's hand.
No beans. You just broke the primary rule of airbrushing.
What you do?
Airbrush towards myself.
Ooh,
Yeah. Thankfully,
snapsies.
I didn't get any on my my body.
Oh, okay, good.
Thankfully. So I'm just gonna run out my my cup on this thing, which is the big plinth base, real quick, so that I can move on to a different color.
Hey, Nitro, by the way, I don't think I said hi.
I said hi to Netro.
I
Netro's our other fan. Granted,
Our other fan.
I was gonna say Netro is actually your fan.
My only fan. Wait for my only fans.
I don't want to wait for your OnlyFans, James. I want access to your hot pics now.
I want it now.
I'm Feruza Balk. No. What's the fuck? Veruca Salt. Bad egg.
Yes. Okay. I cooked for people yesterday.
For friends?
Yeah, bunch of friends, because we're doing the garden. I said I can't pay you any money, but in payment I will make you food. It's the first time I've actually cooked food for anybody in 3 years. It was nice. Something really cathartic about giving people food you've eaten and then them enjoying it, you know? Seeing smiles on people's faces.
Oh, totally. I'm actually pretty pleased with where Alucard's at right now. He's looking pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, he is. About as good as Wentworth Miller in Resident Evil.
Miller?
Wentworth Miller?
Oh. See, I already forgot him. I already forgot who he was.
It's fucking true, though. What an uncharismatic performance.
Yeah,
From an actor who's, like, very charismatic, too.
Yeah. That was actually, that movie, I mean, not to date the episode or anything, but we just had a podcast about the movies, and that movie was my first entry to Wentworth Miller as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that was not a good example of his work.
It's a bad example. I liked him in The Flash. That's where I know him from. He played Captain Cold on The Flash.
Is that the CW Flash?
Yeah, it's the CW Flash.
Yeah, I think I watched up to Reverse Flash, like when he first started to appear, and then.
Yeah, he was in the first season.
Oh, I completely forgot him. Maybe I just.
It was actually both of the brothers from that show were the two brothers from Prison Break. So it was like Heatwave, who had a fire gun, and Wentworth Miller, who had the ice gun.
Okay. I can't remember. I mean, it has been a hot minute since I've watched Flash, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they're not good shows. No one's ever gonna say, "Oh boy, can't wait to watch that." Checks notes. CW Flash program. So I'm about to use Lilith Yellow as the base color here for Alucard's hair. which I'm going to do because his hair has a light like yellowish to it. Um, like a yellow white. So I'm gonna do it yellow first, and then dry brush it white.
Okay. He's
And
like a
we'll,
platinum blonde, isn't he?
yeah, he's platinum. So we're gonna do some experimenting. We're doing science on the stream today.
Science.
STEM, as they call it in the field. My also good news is that my sibling is going to join the Navy.
Join the Navy.
Yeah, joining the Navy.
Oh snap!
Said the same thing when I heard.
That's where I was gonna go. Gonna be a weapons specialist.
Why didn't you join the Navy, James?
Because I had a misdiagnosis of epilepsy when I was 12.
Oh shit.
And I couldn't prove that I didn't have epilepsy. I tried to ask the NHS. I was like, could you just give me a MRI or whatever the fuck it is that I need? They're like, no, we can't put that into the expenditure. And I'm like, okay, I guess fuck me. I just went through 2 years of this for nothing. To be honest, I start to really think about it. Like, my family was very proud. Well, some of my family was very proud of it, but when I started thinking about it personally, I was like, I don't want to be responsible for killing people in any way.
No, I hear you. It's completely
But I
valid.
didn't think about that beforehand. It was just like, oh yeah, I'm just going into the armed forces. Like, my family's a military family, so
Right.
it was just very normal. But yeah, when I actually thought about it, I was like, oh wait.
Yeah, that was me. My dad asked me not to. Begged me not to. I will go so far as to add. Begged me not to enlist when I graduated. Which you have to be a real fucking monster not to grant your father that sort of request, right?
Yeah, that's something from the heart, isn't it?
So we are not getting where I want to be with this paint. We are kind of splotchy.
Just talk to it very sternly.
No, that only works on me, James.
Not paint.
Not paint. That's another funny moment that y'all will get to experience at some point in the future.
I honestly won't be surprised if it's not on TikTok like in the next few
Tomorrow,
days.
yeah. I'm about to get owned on a TikTok video.
It's another tentacle. Oh, I think I've broken it. Yeah, I have. Oh. I don't think I broke this. I even moved it. Oh well.
So this is actually not a bad yellow for this. I kind of wish at this point I had painted him, primed him white. But I also don't like priming things white when I have to make them not white.
Yeah.
I just don't.
You have to work a little bit harder for it, don't you?
Right. When something is supposed to be white and it's not, it's the only time I like to use white because I still even paint it gray after that. But we'll see how this works out. It is thin, but I just don't know why it's not. I guess it's better now. I was not pleased with its coverage. But we'll, nope, see, it's me doing dumb.
I'm gonna bully Netro.
Why?
Netro, why aren't you playing BG3?
Why aren't you playing BG3, Netro?
You didn't get the digital deluxe edition because I told him not to.
Oh, so he's not playing BG3 because you told him not to get the digital deluxe edition?
I said don't get it because it's not worth it. Because he asked me if it was worth it. I'm like, no, it isn't. Only for the early access, you get a dice and 3 items that you're not going to use,
including the soundtrack to the game.
Yeah, I mean,
you
can get that anywhere. It's just a digital soundtrack.
Yeah, what if you wanted to obtain it legally, James, and have a digital soundtrack for your favorite video game?
Yeah, I have Spotify for that.
Is the soundtrack on Spotify?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Okay. What's that? I haven't looked it up, but it's been in my rotation because I've been listening to it on the AI DJ thing.
It's funny.
Fuck, it's installing now. Damn it.
Watch me be
Literally had
wrong.
it on yesterday. That's the thing, like most video game OSTs are on Spotify.
You know what though? Like, sometimes you just want your own local copies.
Oh, it's not Dragon Age James. Yeah. Yeah, original game soundtrack.
Well, good. Then I'm glad
43 tracks.
I'm glad that it's on. I'm glad that's on Spotify.
Including the credit song. Have you heard the credit song yet, by the way?
No, I haven't beaten the game, so of course I haven't heard the credit song.
Just in case you would have heard it in a clip or whatever. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it. Good.
I'm excited. I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush.
Neither was I.
You know what, James?
100. I think my first run was like 120 something hours.
Right.
And I still didn't like because there are things that just lock to you if you go down certain
Yeah.
like avenues.
Much like the Electric Avenue, I didn't want to just march down to it. Mm. Damn, this is not happy. This is not a happy time for me painting.
It's not a happening.
Oh, it's definitely a happening. I just don't like what's happening.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Yep. I'm excited for one thing.
What's that?
That's when I get paid next, which is like in 7 days. I'm buying a huge bag of salt.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
And I'm sticking it in my water sprayer and I'm spreading it all over my garden.
You're salting
Kill
the
everything.
earth?
I'm salting the earth, I'm bagging the earth, and then I'm wood chipping the earth. Like, it will never grow again.
Damn.
Nothing will grow on this small plot of land.
I heard
Unless you want to topsoil it.
So was it you that did that to that lady? Who like ruined her garden?
No, I didn't. No, I did not do that. No, that was a terrible thing to do to that lady.
Just trying to provide for her community.
Yeah, shitbag person did that. I would never.
You would never, you say? Truly never?
No, I would never do it to anybody else's garden.
But just
my garden?
Perfectly okay. Perfectly okay.
Yeah, fuck those plants. No, my garden's gonna be full of potted plants and shit. I used to do a lot of landscaping when I was younger. I don't ever want to do it again. I just hate it. I don't want to do it. So, when you do just too much of something and it becomes...
Yeah, I know exactly. Ugh. I know exactly what you're saying.
I used to love doing it, but now not so much. Not so much. This is a cool mini.
This is a cool mini. Okay, I need to put this down.
Now I've got fucking Electric Avenue in my head. Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm glad I can help. That's what I'm here for, James. I'm here to help, provide insights and.
I think you misread the situation. Okay, this is not helping.
Why are we mad?
What if? Be mad.
Why are we mid?
What? Women.
Why we mid? Why?
So when do you think when do you think we're going to be living on another celestial body in our solar system?
I mean, not in our lifetimes, definitely.
You don't think so?
No.
Because like planets put people on Mars in like middle 2030s, aren't they?
I mean, been planning on putting people on Mars for a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep my head up above and trying to go under. Yeah.
We're so good.
Yeah, we are. Like, we should we should start a
Universal
band.
Studios, snap us up.
It's funny, May and I have been talking about Universal Studios. We've been watching the unauthorized documentary of American Gladiators.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of American Gladiators?
I've heard of Gladiators. That's that's something we had over here. It was amazing.
Was it the
Is it
same?
like a salt course kind of thing with?
Like, there's like big bodybuilders against normal people?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We called it American Gladiators here.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I met one of the gladiators.
did you
It was
really? Which
Wolf.
one? Oh,
Wolf.
we didn't have a wolf. We had Turbo. We had
Okay.
Laser.
Later.
Like a laser beam, they said. We had
I
Blaze.
Blaze.
Blaze, yeah.
God, man, these are such 80s names. I love them.
There was
Like,
Ice.
Ice. Yeah. The only two I can remember are obviously Wolf because I met him and he was so nice. He was a very good core memory. And I saw Jet was next to him, who was basically the eye candy for all the dads.
Mm-hmm.
And she had probably been harassed all day, so she looked very annoyed.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, but Wolf was and he was so big. I remember first seeing him and going my eyes just went. I was only about 10, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing him and go and not thinking he was real because he was such a big person.
Yeah, they're just absolutely on another scale of existence.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a big inspiration for me bodybuilding when I was in my late teens.
I also bodybuilded when I was in my late teens.
Yeah.
So we're going to give that a moment to dry. We're going to move to the next phase of our project. We're going to pick up the back of Alucard's shield, where we're going to clean up the red paint on the inside of it. We're going to paint his glove, the handle, and the strap. This is the front of it, which you may remember from me doing off stream.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very pretty piece. I'm proud of it. The first color we pick when we do this is for the glove. And it is going to be black leather. From my Nazi paint line. Oh, well. How are you doing today, James? Aside from busy and tired.
Oh, sorry, I was zoning out.
Yeah, getting into it.
Not really. I was just zoned out. I was looking at the mini, and I was. So, what was the question? You asked how I was. Yeah, I'm okay. I've been doing. We did the thing earlier. And then before that, I've been basically just tidying the house up from yesterday, having 7 people in the house a house that shouldn't really have 7 people in it.
Right.
Yeah, because there was a lot of trash and mess and mud and stuff traipsed in, which I fully expected.
Right. From
doing the garden. Yeah, I'll take a picture later on actually, because I took a picture pre us doing it, and then after us doing it, it's so much clearer now. It's I'm very thankful for it. And the other thing is that my tumble dryer just gave up the ghost. So I've got no way to dry my clothes now. So now, but I have a garden to put things into. So I need to get a clothesline. And my stuff on there. How are you doing? What have you been doing today?
Well, aside from the podcast we did, I have to once we're done streaming, I have to go to outside to do the lawn, or at the very least, the part of the lawn.
Lame.
It's pretty lame, but it needs to get done.
Yeah.
So I'll be happy to do it.
One of those
I
unfortunate responsibilities.
I do have to step away for a moment and do something that I forgot to do before we started.
Okay.
So I'm going to switch the camera to James so that he's in charge. And
Yeah, I'm in charge now. I'm the captain. What's up, you landlubbers? It's me, James,
the captain.
the captain. Look at me.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. What are you up to, Netro? Look, this guy has like a mouth. Like it's in a really weird place on the monster. Like not weird in terms of hard to get to. It's really easy to get to, but yeah, I like it. Also, Doomfly Magenta is fire. This is a great color. AC6, nice. What mission are you on? Or rather, chapter, probably better to say. I don't mind being spoiled. Doesn't seem like the game that has an in-depth story, to be honest. Not like other From Software stuff. Oh wow, you're motoring. It's like near the end, I think. As far as I know, anyway. Problem with the story is that you are getting it as you play, which becomes difficult to listen to as you're being shot at. Oh yeah, I get that. Isn't the game it's supposed to be a game that you replay a lot, isn't it? As well, from what I hear. So they're perhaps like expecting you to kind of go on autopilot if you replay it again and then truly learn what the fuck's going on. It's definitely not going to be a Game of the Year contender, I don't think. I'm trying to think of like what award it could get though. It's like very rare for a company not to get like back-to-back awards because they had like such a great awards last year. Hey, Raw, I'm doing my best. We've only just begun. We've only just begun. Oh, all right. Almost everybody. Yeah, I'm sitting here just waiting for AC6 to come out on GeForce Now, so I can actually play it. Sorry, missed you all again. Oh, I didn't do this tentacle. Whoops. Oh well. I'll do it later. I was talking about AC6. Encore. I just got to in my tactician run on BG3. I just had one of my hardest fights yet, and man, it took a bit. So I'm also trying to get some achievements doing it too, and oof, maybe I probably shouldn't have tried to get these achievements while I was doing tactician. I see you've been enjoying BG3 real time. Huge game. Game of the year for me. I am very biased. Sorry. I'm dragging it out of frame. The main overhyped. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was overhyped, to be honest. Like it had a pretty lackluster announcement. I was very excited by it, just purely because it was From Software, and I loved anything to do with From Software. I feel like, I know this sounds weird, but I feel like I owe From Software a lot for their games, because I learned a lot playing their games about myself. Yeah, games can do that. Clean this up later on. Just we're gonna always think of 1408. Yeah. Well, I can tell you Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be a major contender. Excuse me. And then when my friend tells me he fails. Yeah, that fucking kick sends me.
Hello.
So funny. Hey, welcome back. I'm talking about the squirrel you can kick in Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, that's funny. Because I made friends with that squirrel.
Yeah, I've made friends with it with 2 of my runs, but so when the dialogue box comes up, I thought it meant, just kick it to the side. It keeps attacking you. I thought, okay, so you're just gonna give it a small nudge to the side, not full punt it into a tree. Like I didn't expect that at all.
I haven't kicked it yet. I did accidentally kill the deep gnome on the windmill, though.
Oh, Bacchus Root.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick anyway, to be honest.
Well, I saved him in my original run, which is nice. I saved all the deep gnomes.
He's like, oh, I suppose you're gonna ask me for a reward now. Fuck you, guy.
You know what? No. I don't want whatever you have. Leave. Go away.
Yeah, here's your bag. Fuck off.
Go. You know what? Fucking go. Remember this moment. Oh, look! Look who's captured again.
Things down by the river. Yeah, oh man, I can't ever skip that.
What's that?
The cinematic with Elvira. Sorry.
Oh, it's not dumb. That's not the song she's singing, is it?
Elvira. Oh wait, no, is it the Power the one she's singing?
It's the one.
Yeah, it might be.
Mm.
Actually, now, yeah, I'm like, huh. Can't remember. Yeah, it's not down by the river.
Sing us down by the river.
So it's like that's the theme tune to the song,
Yeah.
to the game, and there's like variations of it like throughout.
All over.
Yeah. Hey, Shotgun. By the way, we're on YouTube at the moment, but if you want the live experience,
At least for
you got
for
some.
James.
Right? Yeah.
I'm about to be done with yellow. At the very least, this yellow. It's not working out like I want it to, and it's just making the model going to be harder to paint later.
It was like a football kick. Yeah, it was wild. I played 2 of the old AC games. And I don't really like them. I figured seeing all the Souls games, they would have done something a bit more Souls while being on an AC game. I do hear that they have brought like a lot of Souls into AC6.
They have.
I can't speak for how that is. Can you speak for
It's
that?
hit box porn is basically what people say when they say that it's like a Soulsborne game, because it's true. It is very like missing a sword swipe because the opponent gets just outside of the range of your sword swipe
Yeah.
sucks, but also is part of the game. So
Yeah.
I'm not upset about it, but I know nerds get mad.
Especially from software nerds.
Yeah. Remember, I'm the one who hates Resident Evil.
No, we all do.
Yeah, we
All of
all
us at
hate.
first date's grade. We hate Resident Evil.
We hate Resident Evil.
We're not real fans. Every time I hear that, it like gives me an extra mote of power. You know.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry. I'm just yawning over the 200 plus hours of content I've made about Resident Evil. What the fuck have you done lately?
Oh, cool. It's nice to see that you're a big fan of. Oh, wait. You don't have your own Resident Evil podcast. Oh no.
And you know that the next thing that will come out of our minds is Bloodlines.
What's
You know, it's like
Bloodlines?
shut up, shut the fuck up.
What the fuck is Bloodlines? I don't even know what they're talking about.
It's like a stupid joke between Chris and Claire.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, you can work it out. The Baldur's Gate is now the 4th game this year to get the most 10 out of 10s. Yeah, it's honestly, I can't see, honestly, how it can lose Game of the Year. Because Starfield has had a less than stellar reception. Even though it is a good game, it's not on the same level. Tears of the Kingdom, I played that game all the way through and I was not impressed. I did enjoy it, but I wasn't. It would get a solid 7.2 from me.
I would give it less than that.
Yeah.
Is mid tier game at best.
Yeah, you don't like Breath of the Wild either, do you? Because
Nope.
some things.
It is a bad video game.
I'm gonna have to blend
Yeah,
this.
it is absolutely going to be. It's going to do better than Zelda. Zelda's not winning Game of the Year. This is not Zelda's year.
Yeah.
It's
I think the only other game that could come into contention is Starfield, but
I've not heard Starfield as Game of the Year potential.
Yeah.
I've heard that it's impressively mediocre.
Yeah. It's from this playthrough I've been watching. It's like it plays like Mass Effect 2, where it has like instanced places and stuff. A mixture between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 1, like where you can't truly explore an entire planet. You have to like get up and go to another place on the planet, land and then keep exploring it. Like you can't just
Oh,
land in one place and
it's
then
not like No Man's Sky.
it's not anything like I. I mean, I put a lot of hours into No Man's Sky. You know, the popular No Man's Sky, where you land on gnomes and explore them. And just like No Man's Sky in its current state is so good. It didn't used to be.
Yeah.
But in its current state, it's so good that it feels like a blatant ripoff just with like it's No Man's Sky from Wish, you know?
It's No Man's Sky at home.
Yeah, but with like romanceable options, you know? It's like,
Oh, fun.
yeah, that's it.
Neat. Another first-person shooter. The first-person shooter masquerading as an RPG. I imagine there's probably a robust building simulator in it. Where you can like create a base.
I do really want to build some ships in that game, though.
The ships and
Really?
the ship creation look. I mean, that's just valid.
Yeah,
Right?
I
Like,
really want to do that.
anytime you get the opportunity to create new ships and places, it's valid. New ships and places is like required. Really, it's required reading.
New ships and places.
New ships and places.
Welcome back, Shotgun.
Welcome back, Shotgun. Is Shotgun
Shotgun's
in?
in the.
Hey, hello, welcome. Sorry, I can't look at both Discord and Paint at the same time. So, if you were commenting or had things to say, I would be happy to readdress them now.
Shotgun. Oh, all Shotgun says, "Oh, hey there." Then jump to YouTube.
Oh, good, good.
Short time. I'll be honest. I had to restart multiple times to redo my character. Barely made it past the ship, but then last night I played with my friend. Got way further. It's for sure a 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah. It's a great game. It's just so good. And if you ever need like any help, by the way, just give me a call because I'm pretty.
You might want to call me instead. Because as James will tell you, I'm really good at No Man's Sky. I was.
Oh no, I mean BG3. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was gonna say.
But yeah, you can carry on with your bullshit, talking about your fucking S+ tool, multi-tool.
It's an S rank.
Fucking. All right, let me tell you about this fucking multi-tool, guys. All right. I had been trying to find an S+ multi-tool, right, for over a week. I was playing this game for 12 hours a day.
Yeah, all day,
right?
every day, doing the same freaking loop.
I was trying. I like, so there's like this currency system. So like if you do it so many times, you can actually just get a free S+ multi-tool, right? You put so many hours in the game's like, we feel sorry for you. Here's a pity S+ multi-tool, right? Because you can make yourself one. This fucker, right, starts up, go to his first or second station.
It's like right there. It's just an item that I can just pick up.
And he finds an S+ multi-tool.
They did find an S+ multi-tool.
Yeah, they find an S+ multi-tool. Fucker! Like, I was beyond mad. Like, because I've been trying for like, I think it was longer than a week. Actually.
Yeah, it was a long time. It was a long time.
Because I'd like had like a full garage of like all these exotics. And then, yeah, the only thing I needed was this S+ multi-tool. It was the only thing I needed.
That's it. That's the only thing.
And then they come in, they fucking get one on their first try. I don't know. Was it your first or second try? I think it was first.
It was my first try. Doing the loop that you were talking about.
I was so mad. So mad because they like randomly drop in the vendors.
They do.
Like, cause you can, and there are like 3 vendors on every station. To give everybody context, right? And you could get them. They're pretty expensive, but you know, if you play it for a few hours, you're gonna get the money. I think at the time we were like, I also told you about that like little kind of exploit where you could. It wasn't really an exploit. You were just basically completely gutting out a system to then buy sell to another system.
Yeah.
And you had like a supply demand.
Yeah, it was like it was a certain item that was just easy to get. You could farm it for unlimitedly, and in some sectors you could go and sell a stack of it for a bunch of money and then use that money to buy all of the stock that they have and then just kind of
Yeah.
recursion loop it and system hop
Yeah. And
until you
you could
have
just completely wreck a system's economy doing
completely just
this.
but it, like resets. There's no consequences in that game.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Such
But
a, such a cool fucking game.
it was so good. Like, and I gave it so much crap when it first came out, which it deserved,
It
honestly.
deserved, absolutely, yeah, 100%. Who didn't give it crap?
But I'm happy that they kept at it and they saw their vision and yeah, they carried on with it. It's good on them. I'm very proud of them. Because I was expecting Shaw. I was expecting after the flop of its release, because Sean Murray was basically the guy who was taking all the fight
Yeah,
for it.
there's a
I
really
was
great
expecting it.
internet historian video about that game.
Oh, I think I watched it, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you might have shared it to me at one point. But I remember like a year after it, I was like, I'm surprised he's still working there.
Well, isn't he their creative director?
Yeah, he's like the big boss. He's like the big guy.
He was just the one that they would put out to talk to people.
I'm so hot and
Yeah,
humid.
yeah, you are.
I'm sticky, Bugs.
Spicy.
Nah, not in a good word. The way in a brain melt, fucking.
It's okay, bud.
I'm just gonna stand in my fan for a little bit.
That's perfectly valid. No judgment here.
Who in chat has played No Man's Sky? I'd say there's one thing I didn't get in No Man's Sky actually that I really wanted, and that was a living ship. They were really rare when I started playing them, and it was like the only thing other than that S plus Moisel, that didn't just spawn for me. I could never get one, and they look really cool as well. Shipping confirmation for your T-shirt. Oh, is it shipped already?
What T-shirt?
So, this is a good time to talk about this actually. So, next Friday, I'm gonna be at I-71 Insomnia. I got a free ticket from somebody who won a ticket, and they're giving me one of their tickets. I was like,
nice.
fuck yeah. I wasn't sure if I was going to go. I couldn't find anyone to go with. And then they came to me, I want some tickets. And I'm like, sweet. I think Friday is like the esports day, though. So I don't know if I'm going to have too much fun, but I'll do my best.
Still, I mean, it could be fun to have.
You 100%ed it and then uninstalled it? You 100%ed it? How did you could... Do you know what? I don't think I even played that game for the achievements.
What game?
I was just... No Man's Sky.
Oh.
I think I just played that game because I enjoyed... Because I just enjoyed completely drain. The colonizer that I am.
You have to take all the natural resources. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to roleplay that game. Let's have a look, actually. It's on... another problem I was having was graphics. Like, my PC's not great. But it's on GeForce Now as well.
Nice.
Oh, wow. There's only 27 achievements. I've got 8 more to do.
Well, it looks like we know what James is up to later.
Oh no, I've got BG3 to do as well.
How close are you? How close are you in BG3?
Quite far. Like I've got to. I made a whole list.
I mean, you got your tactician run you have to do.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. I've also got to save all the tieflings. That's a hard one, and I'm trying to do it with my tactician run.
Oh, in the prison?
No. So hang on. That's a different achievement.
Okay.
But
so you have that one, right?
I have that one, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you know the tieflings at the beginning, so Arca and Zelkor and
all
those guys. Yeah, you'll see them as you go through the game, as you progress through the game, and you have to make sure that they all survive, throughout the game, every single one of them.
Jeez, Louise.
So Arca can't. If you don't manage to persuade, I think Arca is probably the one that's the easiest to just let through. So Arca is the tiefling that is going to shoot Sazza, the goblin in the cage in Druid's Grove.
Yeah.
And if you, if I think if you don't manage to make her walk away, she will either like get killed by the goblin, or she will walk off later on and she will die because she thinks she can attack the goblin camp by herself. However, I can't remember what the option is, but if you manage to get her to just walk away in a little bit of a strop, she stays in the camp and then moves everybody. There's also Roland in
Yeah,
Act 2.
Roland, I survived. Roland and his siblings are all still alive.
Oh, that's yeah. They're. I think Roland is the problem there because you see him being
Yeah,
attacked.
you have to rescue him when he's being attacked. Yeah.
Yeah. There's Zelkor is at the end of Act 2.
Zevlor.
Zevlor, yeah, not Zelkor.
I rescued him as well
Uh,
from being a mind flayer,
nice.
along with
Oh,
Mizola.
Alfira.
Yeah, she died.
Oh,
She's definitely dead. Up.
oh.
Definitely ate it. That one did.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh,
the boy
beans.
with the harpies.
Yeah. Okay. So he's one that I saved.
Arabella, the snake, the one that gets bit by the snake potentially
Oh
by
yeah.
Korga.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Yeah, and then you have to basically they have different scenarios for each one of them in each of the 3 acts.
Nice.
For each one of them, and as soon as I had a bug. See, I had it. I actually saved everybody on my first run, but I had a bugged run.
So I want to point something out real quick. I just got an email from the company that did this miniature I'm painting now, and look who cut the top 15.
Uh-oh.
We have waifu potential. Number 1 is Karlak. We're gonna be getting a Karlak mini, everybody.
Oh damn!
Karlak mini incoming. Asterion also made the top 5, and so did Shadowheart. Damn.
Yeah, man, that's so popular. Like, I actually personally like Karlak's story is pretty heartbreaking, but
yeah, she's ahead by a lot.
Shadowheart's story is really fucking dark and probably one of my favorites.
I'm here for it. Yeah, actually, in this instance, you can only vote for one, and I'm voting for Karlak.
Let's go.
And then, so the Chibi model, I'll vote for Baby Owlbear, which is also winning. It's Baldur's
Yay!
Gate. Baldur's Gate free month, everybody. In this one, we're looking at, this is classic. It'll probably be Griffith from Berserk, or Lady Devamon. Oh, or Wolfwood. I might vote for Wolfwood as a.
Who's that?
He's from Vash the Stampede. Trigun.
No, I'm not. Oh, Trigun, right?
Yeah,
That's the show I need
Trigun.
to watch. Yeah.
You don't really need to watch. Oh, Bulma's winning though. Bulma's winning by quite a bit, and so is Darth Maul.
Isn't Stampede the new one?
Yeah. Well, his name was Vash the Stampede.
Oh, I see. I thought, okay. I need to get up with my anime. I've not watched any anime in ages.
Saifa del Navis. Oh, it's gonna be the fucking Witch King of Angmar. That's so lame. So I've been trying to get Saifa. I got Saifa on the list every month, and then she just never makes it. I work so hard.
I appreciate you working hard. She deserves it.
She does deserve it. She's just a good girl doing her best. Because of you, I say shit. I used to be nice.
Bad influence.
I used to be nice. I've been watching it again. In preparation.
For Nocturne.
Yeah.
So how far in the future is that?
I don't know. It looks like 1700s,
And when is the first one set?
1400s.
Oh wow! So it's like
It's several generations after.
yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of sad that I won't get to see them again.
Yeah.
Maybe I will, but
We don't know.
then again,
Could be a
it was a
vision.
pretty. It was a pretty good ending,
Yeah,
to
they
be
they
honest.
did they did get a good ending. Um, didn't see, wait, they weren't gonna name their kids Trevor, right? That wasn't the ending of it.
Oh, I can't
Did they
remember.
say what they were gonna name their kid?
I need to watch it again.
No.
Oh no! I need to watch one of the best TV shows again.
One of the best
Woe is me.
animated programs ever. Best adaptation of an IP into animation ever.
Game of the
Fucking show of the year.
year. Got so many awards as well, didn't it?
Yeah, super
Like,
duper did.
I'm. Oh, I think. Don't quote me on this, but there's like images going around right now that Arcane is going to be released next year, season 2
Ooh-wee.
as
Sweet.
well.
Sassy Molassie. I've also heard it's not going to be on Netflix.
That doesn't surprise me.
What's
Netflix
that?
is a dumpster fire.
What's that? A second season of a beloved program? Pff, not on my watch. What, you liked this show? Fuck you. You don't get to watch it ever again.
Amazon are gonna pay us more.
God, likely. Wheel of Time's coming out soon. I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah. What about that show?
I forgot about that show too.
I honestly didn't think it was going to get a second season.
I
Like
honestly I didn't either. I mean it did well and I very much enjoyed it, but like it didn't seem like it put up a bunch of numbers and it made a lot of like nerds mad. And when you're talking about a niche IP like the Wheel of Time, like and granted it is the most popular fantasy series, like it's not a niche IP like we would consider a niche IP, but in terms of like grand overall marketability,
mm-hmm.
it is a pretty niche IP.
Yeah. It's like it's how Lord of the Rings was before the trilogy.
Right. Right. Like how do you film it? How do you do it? And I think they did it. They did the best they could. They did it. I don't think they did a bad job.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, as you say, they did what they could with it.
It's a hard thing to adapt. It's a big, massive undertaking with like a lot going on. Um, yeah, it's the best we could have asked for and the best we're gonna get.
Oh, James, I know you good.
Yeah, I'm about in the same boat. Just filling in my areas here. Okay.
Oh, no.
This is a neat color called Battle Axe Bronze. Doesn't actually look bronze to me, but maybe it will after I put some wash on it. Got myself a stew going.
You'll stay.
You got yourself a stew, baby. It's a reference to one of my favorite American television shows, Arrested Development.
It's that show I can't get on with.
It's valid. Not very good.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I've had a lot of folks come to me and say, "Oh, you'll love this show," and then I watch it and I'm like,
Not my humor.
yeah, I don't get it.
Have we met before? Do you know who I am as a person?
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that to you. I know you wouldn't like it. It's because we're such good friends.
Yeah, we know.
We know one another. We finish each other's sandwiches.
What sandwiches would I have?
On three, let's say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Chip beef on rye.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Chipped beef on rye?
Chip beef on rye? Oh, I thought you just said a random word.
No, I said chipped beef on rye.
Oh man, what is chip and beef on rye?
Chipped beef?
Chipped beef.
Yes.
What's chipped beef?
It's hamburger, friend.
Chipped
It's
beef.
a burger. It's a burger is what I'm saying.
Oh wow. I'm gonna keep that in the noggin for later on. Chipped beef, huh? Just have this like idea of you guys freezing your beef and then getting your ice pick out. That's how we do it. Chipped beef. But no, mature cheddar and pastrami
I mean, on rye, right?
on white bread.
Oh, fuck. I guess we
Yeah.
don't know
I
each
don't-
other's we can't
I
finish each other's
don't-
sandwiches.
I don't like coarse breads that much. Like, yeah, the softer a bread is, the better. I know rye can be soft, but oh fuck, I missed him. Fuck you, guy. Fucking with all your mouths, you bastard.
Bam, 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 bam. Pam, pam, param. Pam, param. Here we go.
That's a strain right there. That's a big old
I
strain.
had to reach. I had to reach up. I since I adjusted my my paint racks recently, I had to change it.
Don't pop anything, you know?
I'm not. I won't. I went rock climbing the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
Yeah. I went rock climbing with Michael and Theodora.
Did you enjoy it?
Had a great time. My sibling was there.
Yeah. That's good to hear, friend.
Yeah. Did you have a good time the other day when I was rock climbing?
I did. What day was it?
It was Friday.
Friday. What was it in Friday? Fuck. Let me look at my calendar. Oh, I was therapy. It was therapy, and then it was fuck. Oh, the virology. No, that was yesterday. Wait, so what was I doing? I know there was something else I was doing in the evening on Friday, and I can't remember what it was. Yeah, fuck it. Oh yeah, I was just cleaning my house. So while you were rock climbing, James is just cleaning his house.
I mean, likely when I was rock climbing, James was probably in bed because it was pretty late
Probably.
in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, I was probably snoozing.
And probably being a sleepy boy because you've been good lately.
I've been trying.
I
Yeah.
know.
Like it's been weird because sometimes I know today it'll get to about 8 o'clock tonight, and that's when I'll start feeling the drag, and then I'll be like, okay, I feel the drag. I'm gonna go to bed now, and sometimes it works.
Right.
It's like a gamble.
It's like recently I started doing the new season of Path to wait for I needed a short break from Baldur's Gate because I was feeling frustrated at the Moonrise Towers.
Moonrise, yeah.
I did finally get through it by asking Jexera to join me. And then yeah, she just fucking dropped her spells. I also had a really nice silence bubble that was so well placed that the mages couldn't get to any, like they had to spend their whole turn dashing out of it
Oh yeah, nice.
because it was like, you know, the stairs that there's like 4 wizards just sitting on. So
Yeah.
I was able to get what's her face, the main one, the half orc, clipped
Yep.
into it, and then she failed the dex save on Ice Storm.
Oh,
So she like was just stuck in it, and I
so they
was
have to
able
use
to.
half the movement to get up, and then they can't get out.
And then by the time she had a turn, Karlak was just standing right outside of it, just bapping her with an axe. Karlak was axing questions.
I meant to send you a clip yesterday that I took. One of the harder fights I just completed. I'm trying to see how good this enraged throw thing is on her.
Yeah.
It's so good. I was throwing Astarion's clothes at people, fish, and I
And
was just
was it
knocking
just
the
like
fuck out of people.
was it just like knocking them down or doing damage or okay?
Yeah. It does. Yeah, I've also got a ring that does 1d4 extra throwing damage.
Right.
Too.
I have a couple things that increase throwing damage because I have a pair of gloves that does the same thing.
And I also have her level 4. I gave her Tavern Brawler, right?
Oh,
So
which
she
is
doubles her strength on throws, right? So she does. I remember one number was in my head specifically. I'm only level 4 at the moment, right? And I hit a bugbear with a fish, and I hit him for. There's a bonus action attack, by the way. I hit him for 21 points of damage.
At level 4.
With a fish. Level 4. And I was like, no, there's no way this works. This is ridiculous.
It's real.
Yes.
There it is. It's happening.
So now I'm just like, everything I find is going on Karlak. Also, the heavier something is, the harder it hits, I found. Which makes sense, of course, but...
I need something that automatically returns her inventory because I keep leaving the stuff I throw places.
It's been so funny. It's also hilarious just to throw other enemies at each other.
I'm gonna throw a fucker at a fucker.
Yeah, I threw a goblin boss at an ogre, and I killed them both.
Respect it.
Because it does it does the damage twice. Oh, so good.
Because it does it to the boss, and it does it to the person that you thrown it at.
Yeah, exactly. It does individual rolls as well.
I killed Balthazar without trying.
Without trying?
Yeah, I polymorphed him and shoved him into the ravine.
Oh yes.
I didn't want to. Yeah. So I kept getting really frustrated because there's like no matter what I did.
That's what it deserves.
That no matter what I did, he starts off the fight. He summons all these skeletons.
Yeah. And
then like just starts raining spells down you. And if you kill him, the skeletons are still around. And there's always one that would just like run action whatever, and then just run up and then just fucking kick off. Like it just sprint, run up, and then shove Astarion or Gale, and then they would just die every time. And then there's like all of these fucking archers around. Oh god, sorry, I was mad, so I was like, you know what? I want to see if I can do this. And long story short, you can push off boss. Turn into a sheep.
Balthazar is a pain in the ass. It took me a couple of attempts with him.
I beat him because this is after I'd gone back. I'd mentioned that to you before, where I had to go back and like redo portions of it.
Yeah.
Because I had missed out on like rescuing the tieflings in the basement.
Oh yeah.
There we go. That's better. So with that said, I'm very pleased with my outcome from that Balthazar fight, and I just got the weapon from the legendary spear, the good one. Like
Probably Salune.
objectively not the good one, but the good one. You know,
Yeah.
the
I
other
mean, the
one.
Shaw Spear is okay, but it's not like game breaking or anything.
I mean, it's
Like
powerful.
there's like,
If you have the whole kit, like if you make her a dark justice gear, give her the whole kit, like it's very
hmm,
good.
I feel like it's good, but it's not good on her if you make her a cleric.
Yeah, yeah. It's best on a fighter. I actually have that weapon on. I gave the Salunai spear to her, but I actually kept the other one. I put on my paladin.
Yeah, but yeah, she gets a lot of good shit for siding with Shah, doesn't she?
Yeah,
Like
she
it's really
does.
good stuff, especially like the chess piece.
It's almost like that's like the intended thing.
Well, that's up for contention actually, because if you so my first run, I wanted to see what the canon endings were for everybody. So anybody who made a decision, I kept quiet.
Yeah,
Like if it was anything like that, and she like Shadowheart, if you don't interrupt her, she wants to side with Salune.
yeah. I remember
Like,
that.
and it if but if you say um if you say no, side with Shah. No, wait. If you say side with Salune, she will go with
No,
Shah.
yeah. You have to like let her come to it on her own.
Yeah, because she knows her worth. So like I find that that's like that's a deep character right there, and it goes the same with everybody else as well. Like you have to be careful about your choices in that game,
Absolutely, 100%.
because they've really built the characters to feel very human, or rather realistic.
Right. Absolutely.
I do wish the characters were a little bit more exotic with some of the races they chose, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's a fucking human, pretty much, other than Karlak.
No, there's an elf. Astarion's a high elf,
Oh, he is, isn't he? Yeah, yeah.
and
But
Shadowheart's a half elf, and
yeah, and
Halsin is a wood
her
elf.
yeah, Shadowheart's mum was human.
Okay.
Which is why I said like pretty much everybody. But I would have liked to see like I know like the Dark Age canon is Dragonborn.
Hmm.
I would have liked to see a gnome, a halfling there, like some kind of little folk that represented
I
in
made
some
my
way.
guardian a dwarf.
Oh, did you
Yeah,
have that work out?
it worked out fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine came around here yesterday, and they were talking about Baldur's Gate 3, and I can't play it. We're gonna get a PS5 so we can play it. I'm like, you don't need to. You got a laptop?
Let's talk about GeForce now.
Let me tell you about something called GeForce Now.
James over
And
there evangelizing.
I was like, I think is I didn't even. I went, oh, you want? I listened to them, right? And while I was listening to them, because we were just having a break, while I was listening to them, I brought up GeForce Now on my phone, and I brought up BG3 on my phone, and I started playing BG3 on my phone, right? And I came over to them and said, look, I can play on my phone. Like, what? How can you do that?
Well,
Right? I was like, well, here we go. It's GeForce Now.
fucking here we go again.
And then I said to her, because she was like, what is this? Right? And everyone was like, well, she can't play it because she only has a laptop. I'm like, what? You just need a monitor, really, and a PC that can like hook up to an Ethernet connection.
Yeah, right. A monitor and then get to the internet.
Yeah, and she's like, really? Like, yeah, come into the living room and I'll show you with my PC. Like, I've got GeForce Now on there. And it's funny because I let her go on, and then she was like, okay, what races are there and stuff? I said, I tell you what, you've done a lot of work today. How about you just sit at the PC and have fun with the character creation?
Yeah.
By the time we done with the garden, she just got her character done.
It's fun. I mean, that's the game though. Like,
yeah. And then she did that thing where it was like, she got to the garden and she went, there's a guardian?
so there's a set.
Yep.
You have to do it again.
Yeah.
But at that
what's
point,
the guardian? I went, I can't tell you that, I'm afraid.
you have to play the game to find out who the guardian is.
Yeah. So, yeah, I said, you know, I said, I know you can't afford a PC right now. Not many of us can. But honestly, GeForce Now is such value for money
Yeah.
that even if you just buy it just for Baldur's Gate for a month or two, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get your money's worth. Even if you haven't bought the game yet. Like, you buy the game, get the subscription, you're laughing.
Right. You're having a good time. You
Yeah.
are jamming, as James likes to say.
You are jamming, yeah. I want to make these eyeballs yellow.
Cool. 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 Still just going in on the hair here. Just cleaning up the colors. I might actually even put more paint on this model later today.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably break for lunch here in a few minutes. I'm very hungry.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm slowing down.
yeah, hitting that wall, so to speak. But we're almost done, so I can keep.
Shotgun says that shield looks great, by the way.
Which show? The Nocturne.
Your shield.
Oh,
Your
oh,
shield.
thank
Your
you,
shield.
thank you, thank you so much. I'm so proud of it.
Yeah.
I've actually been proud of this whole project. I don't know that I posted pictures of her, but I did do some work on the other part of this model, which is Maria Renard, who's basically done. Um, she's finished now, aside from her eyes and a little bit of like shading work on her face, which again I'm probably gonna pick up a brush later today and do some work on that because I like to do skin tones kind of at the same time. This is the only part Alucard has any skin tone, so it'll be very important to get it done in one sitting. The big issue I had with Maria is that I did her neck and like chest, and then her face was not on the model, so I didn't get to do it at the same time. But I actually did it. I had some friends over. Um, we went to we were gonna go to the Renaissance Fair, but the night before we had done some piz painting, and I worked on Maria and her face. I don't know if I've even shown her to you, James.
No, you haven't.
Do you want to see?
Yes, please.
Alright, give me a moment. Let me finish Alucard's hair, and I'll show her on stream.
Yeah. They
Sure.
should pay you for all the new subs you get for GeForce Now, including me. I know, right? I know. I actually sent them an email to see if they was looking for any jobs. I was like, I've got so many people like sub to GeForce Now. Like, I don't know if you saw Bugs. I think I might have spoken it during 1 week, but when I was playing New World, like there was somebody who was complaining about how badly optimized the game was and stuff, right? And I was like, yeah, the game is really badly optimized, right? But you might also have a less than standard PC like me. And then I started going off about my normal spiel with GeForce Now, right? And I got like 5 or 6 people just in the chat to subscribe to GeForce Now. Like, no,
Yeah.
not talking about the people who are just looking at chat. Like, I was very proud of myself.
Good. Look at you doing that corporation's work for them.
Yeah, shilling.
Shilling. They're not even paying you for it.
Not even paying me. In fact, I'm paying them.
Damn, no discount code for James.
I do think there will be at some point a referral thing, and when that starts to happen,
Everybody,
yeah.
here's my link. Make sure you put it in.
Yeah, so I can get 6 months Ultimate free. Thank you.
How much is it monthly?
For Priority, which is the first tier, it's £9, and if you want to get Ultimate, which is the 4080 machine, like the best machine, it's £18.
Yeah. Okay, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's like it works out. There's no way you're going to be able to get a PC for that amount of money over a 5-year period.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just an insane value for money. Because when I first heard of it, I thought, oh, you're gonna have to, because there was a lot of misinformation coming out that a lot of pubs and devs were putting out, because they were like, oh, you have to buy your games again, and they're stealing our games. And it's nothing like that. Like, it's just a virtual machine. That's all it is.
Yeah, you just log into Steam on it, right? Effectively.
Yeah, you just sync like you would anything else, like social media and stuff. you just sync everything up, and then it's all good. Like you got GOG, Ubisoft, what's it, Epic on there.
Oh, it's got the
I think they got.
EGS.
Say again?
Nice. I said it's got the EGS.
EGS?
The Epic Game Store.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Wow, I'm not with. I definitely wow. Me just floating away slowly. My consciousness.
It's okay, bud. We had
Since
we had a very
space.
long podcast session. That was intense.
It was. It's not longest for TDE, but it was definitely a
I
long
think
one.
the Leon one was the longest one, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was like 2 hours 20.
Might have also been Jill could have been super long too.
Yeah, I think you're right.
How uh how different do you think that panel would have gone if it was the original panel?
Oh, it's I don't know.
Right? Hard to say.
I can't really talk about it, but like in depth. But I don't know. I think it would have been quite similar.
Yeah, I thought so
I
too.
often think about that. Like when we finish TDs, I often think like, oh, how are people going to look at this? But then I look at the result, and I'm like, people. I mean, they might have some, problems here and there, but I think we're being pretty fair whenever we do. Like
I mean,
TDs.
except for me, I do try to get stuff forced through, and y'all shut me down pretty hard.
I yelled at Bugs today.
You did yell at me.
Like,
I
straight up.
was just yelled at me about, of all people, Albert Wesker.
It was.
It
I
was.
subbed and I don't have to pay BG3 Potato Mode play PG. Yes, you're welcome. Because that game deserves to be played in all its glory.
It really does. It's super good.
Yeah, of all the people, Albert Wesker.
Of all people, Albert Wesker was the one that changed. Like, no, Burger, shut your mouth.
This is where I draw the line.
That's the
it
one.
always is though. There was always, no matter who is on the show, like there was always just one character that is just that will just create some kind of, we call it the gun survivor test, because our very first tier death experience, it was with me, Kelsey, and Sai, I think, and the middle ground was Resident Evil guns. Oh, it was the covers for Resident Evil, or the mainline games, and Resident Evil Gun Survivor was middle ground, right? And we were fighting over this. It was the Gun Survivor test, like, because they were just like, but is it better than Gun Survivor? It was so good.
It was like me with the Jill Valentine episode with the pirate outfits.
Yeah. We were like, it's cool. Look at it. It's like,
no, it's not.
Into it.
It's not. It's fucking. I hate it. I hate it so much. No.
It's so good.
No, I went to war against the pirate outfits. and it worked out better for everybody.
It did.
It was a good episode.
We made allowances.
We did. I am nothing.
Put policies together.
I am nothing if not collaborative in these. Like, I want my thing to be right, but I'm also more interested in having fun with my friends than anything else.
See, you should see when you guys get to see this episode. You just don't watch me. Watch Sai and Burger's faces. Like, you don't need an OnlyFans, okay? You just need to watch both their faces. Great. Good time.
Yeah, it's funny. It was a good time. I'm glad that we did the episode.
And it happened halfway through, about halfway through. It's like, there's always like the straw, on the camel. It's always halfway through when that happens. If you guys don't watch TDE, by the way, Tier Death Experience, I really recommend it because it's
probably my favorite content to make for the channel.
Yeah, same.
It's a lot of fun. It's always like we do try to be objective on the tiers. Sometimes we have controversial takes. Other times we get called out as being the worst podcast in the Resident Evil fandom.
Yeah.
Other
Fake
times,
fans.
fake fans. There's no that
Other
person,
times we get called out for being the hardest working podcast.
which is a nice thing for people to say.
Yeah.
It's a nice things for people to say about us.
Yeah. We don't even need to say anything. We just do.
We just do it, and people say nice things about us. How cool is that?
Oh, you know, I didn't finish my thought earlier on.
What's that?
I got that email saying something had been printed. So this Friday, I'm going to be at Insomnia on Friday, obviously, in Birmingham. And I'm going to be, if this printing comes through, that was coming from the US, so the likelihood I'll get this before Friday is kind of slim, but it might happen. Yeah, I will be around in a first aid spray t-shirt. Otherwise, yeah, just follow me on Twitter and I'll let you know what I'm wearing so you can see me. But I think it's, as I said earlier, I think it's an esports day, so I'm probably just going to be not really doing much.
Present.
Yeah, because I think it's like a CS:GO championship is happening that day.
Oh, neat.
I think.
Oh, beans.
Beans.
Beans, beans, musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans with every meal. I don't much care for beans, if I'm being honest.
What kind of beans?
Just in general.
You don't like beans? Just beans? Any beans?
I mean, like black beans, like with rice.
Okay.
But like, if I have a choice between like beans and any other side option, any
What
other
about our
side,
beans?
your beans are fucking gross.
Our baked beans are great.
Your baked beans are awful, and
No, our baked beans are so good.
y'all don't know what baked beans are. They taste like ketchup.
Baked beans, so good. Stick them in me. Yummy,
No,
yummy.
no, I won't. I refuse.
Oh man, baked beans, man. Baked beans on toast. Ah, so good. Put a little cheese on there.
No,
Yes.
no, I refuse. I refuse. I refuse it. Denied. What the hell is even toast?
You know what toast is?
What is toast? I know French toast.
Toast is just toasted bread.
Oh, yeah, I know what toast is.
Yeah.
I'm not a simpleton.
We have toast a lot here. Like it's a common thing. Like I have in the morning. That's another thing, by the way, I've been getting better at is every time I get up, I have rolled oats cereal, and I have my toast, which has got chocolate spread on it, and I have a coffee. Like I haven't had a regular breakfast for about 12 years. It's been a long fucking time.
Wow.
So yeah, so there's clearly something working here in a way.
You're doing it, James.
I'm healing.
You're doing it. I'm proud of you, bud.
Yeah, he's going. Nice. Like I keep saying to my therapist, I'm like, I really like, I don't you to think like this is going nowhere, because I do feel like there is improvement here. We still have a lot to go through, but yeah, it's definitely on the mend.
Good. I need to. Here we go. I need to clean my brush. My brush is in a really rough state. We're gonna look at it for a moment. Yeah, I'm glad. Who's your favorite member of the First Aid Case broadcast, and why is it me? I was asking Shotgun who his favorite member of the First Aid Spray podcast was and why it was me.
Your opinion is everyone's opinion is equally worthy.
That's correct.
Because all opinions are equal.
But
some opinions are worse than others.
Right. Some takes are bad. Some takes are cold. But your take is always valid.
You always listen.
Unless your take is that I think Elon Musk just needs some time to work out his ideas. That's a
Have
bad
you?
take.
Well, I mean, you probably haven't noticed. I know you don't use social media a lot, but oh my goodness,
I'm trying to
like
be better at it.
99.9% bots, guys. That's what he said. That's what he said would be the 99.9% of bots would be getting rid of. But every time I put a fucking tweet up, I get invaded by bots. Every time. Like, my dude.
They're real people, James. You can't prove they're bots.
Do you know how number go? 1 plus 1 equal 5.
No, it doesn't.
It do.
It equal 2.
No, it equal 5 it do.
It equal 2, James. It do.
No, it don't. It sounds like a Dr. Seuss rhyme. But yeah, man. If he could just like fuck off. You know what? If he just said nothing and just shut his fucking mouth, nobody would know. No, none the wiser. Everybody like, oh, it's just another rich person in control of everything. Again.
Right, but no,
Oy
everybody...
vey. I've given the gibbering mouth a lipstick. Let's go.
I have lipstick.
Huh?
I have lipstick.
Are you a gibbering mouthlet?
No, I could
Do you
be.
want to be?
Maybe. Besides,
Well, you're in luck.
yay! Look at that. Shotgun said I was their favorite.
Everyone has great heads.
I only swore once in this last podcast.
You did, but it's okay. Like with YouTube stuff. Yeah, it's okay because like YouTube doesn't really care about swearing too much. Unless it's like fucking, you know, all the fucking time through the whole podcast, you're just swearing.
That's the whole point of the podcast, is to have a platform for swearing. Yeah,
Oh.
That's not me. That's not who I am as a person, and not the kind of content I want to create.
That's not my vibe.
My vibe is chill vibe.
Chavab.
Chill vibes only.
Mm-hmm.
No bad vibes. Alright, so now we're going to use our last couple minutes, at least on my side of the fence here, to finish cleaning my airbrush. I'm going to step on to the next part of this process. You can see what it looks like.
Big stretch.
That's a big stretch.
Oh, God, that's a big
Oh,
stretch.
goodness. I'm so proud of you, buddy. Did you get a back crack? Did you get a back crack?
Nah, I didn't.
That's
I got like elbow
fine.
cracks.
Oh, close enough.
Yeah,
Not bad.
not the full Monty now. Wait, I haven't visited another player's base. Wow, I'm a bad friend in No Man's Sky.
Wow, really? Attain
Naturalist status in Planet Zoology scanned. Attain robust... No, these are just status stuff. Attain everlasting... It's just a bunch of status stuff. I don't even know what that means. Reach the center of the galaxy in survival mode. I could do that easy. And reach the center of the galaxy in permadeath. Okay, so all the stuff that I need to do is stuff that's come... It's either super endgame stuff or it's stuff that's come since. Like I played.
Last played it, yeah. Okay, so it's not too bad. Does it take away your platinum achievement if new achievements come out after you...
I don't know about PlayStation, but I do know on Steam it does take away your 100%. Because that happened with Remake 4.
They added achievements to it?
Yeah, for the Merc stuff.
Oh damn! And you didn't max out your Merc stuff either.
I did. It was 100% it again.
Good.
Yeah, I didn't like the Remake 4 Merc stuff.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't very fun.
Yeah, it wasn't as, and it's crazy to say this because, um, I know folks had a lot of very fire opinions about Villages Mercs, but I actually enjoyed Villages Mercs more than I enjoyed Remake 4's Mercs. And it was, even though it
It
had
felt like
little content.
Mercs.
Say again?
It felt more like Mercs.
Yeah, like it felt a lot more fun, and there was the rogue like aspect of it where you could get random
Power ups.
powers as you went, and that was like really fun
It was super fun.
um,
I liked it a
to make
lot.
builds out of and stuff. Yeah. Whereas with like, I was trying to, because everyone was expecting me to make a video about Remake 4 Mercs, and I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. I don't want to make a.
You don't want to
I
make a
don't want to
video
make
on it.
videos about something I'm not enjoying.
I get that. That's why I stopped getting invited to write video game reviews, because I kept getting video game reviews and like, this game sucks. They're like, we gotta be nice about them. Like, well then tell the game to be better.
What's the point of me reviewing then?
Right.
So I'm just gonna say it's like right now. I can see why they're doing it, but IGN, they will never go below a 7 for a video game unless it's a meme video game like
Yeah.
Gollum, right? And it's because they don't want to be a negative force like they used to be.
Right.
I get that. It's just
Now, like like illusion of being objective as a gaming like platform is already gone.
yeah, exactly. You're not being an actual journalist, are you? Because it's like if you get a 7, that's bad.
Right. That's mediocre. I mean, I see. I don't even think a 7 is bad. I think a 7 is like okay, average.
Oh yeah, like if we're looking at proper scales, yeah, 7 is, if a game is a 7, I'll play it.
Yeah.
Like
Perfect.
if we're just, yeah, but if IGN review a game and give it a 7,
It's terrible. Fucking shit game.
yeah, yeah.
Question
It's funny.
everything.
It's funny because they also say 7 good, and it's like, is that really what you mean though? Yeah, it's not what you mean though, is it?
It's not actually good. Is that really good? Is good really the litmus test here? So here we go with Maria, you ready?
Y'all ready for this?
She needs a bit of cleaning up, but is otherwise very pretty.
I need to wait a bit.
Yeah, I know. Very happy with her.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's looking good.
She is looking good. But again, you can see some of the, like back here on the hair, you can see me needing work on it. I'm just gonna do some of that shit right now. Since I'm here.
Why not?
Right.
Brush.
And then back over here. Just touching it up so it's not like it's white. And I primed her white and regretted it, which is why Alucard is also not. Wasn't primed white.
Isn't it, Shotgun? That's my friend. Really good at painting.
Yeah. I'm okay. I do okay a lot of times.
Shut your face.
I do pretty good. I do pretty good sometimes.
Shut your face. You're really good.
I do good work.
My friend judges painting competitions.
I organize painting competitions.
And you judge them.
Yes, I do a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little judgy.
Yeah.
A couple times I've judged 1 or 2 paint contests. This is the detriment to not doing something with an airbrush, is you kind of don't see where a lot of the fiddlesticks. happens. Shit. I'll have to fix that later. Ha, I just screwed it up. Even more. Cool. Anyway, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining James and I for Itchy Painty. Well, join us next week. We'll be potentially even starting with our Resident Evil 4 1 minis. Same bat time, same bat channel. Same itchy time, same painty channel.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
sorry. My mic was muted.
Thank you to Rule Time, Shotgun Center, Netro, and of course everybody else who's watching the comments.
Thanks, guys.
I have been Burger. Y'all been great. Thanks for watching. Bye.